Hey guys, Jared Krause, and there's so many people out there that don't know what website investing is and how to go away and buy a website, and they find out it exists and then they go away and try and teach themselves and learn how to do this, but in a very scattered and non-systemized way. What I'm saying is most people don't know how to do this efficiently and effectively, and they go away and they come undone and they can lose not just a lot of time but a lot of money. So in this video I'm going to share with you why you will fail if you don't have a website due diligence checklist. The best advice on how to go away and buy websites and online businesses that have passed that 90% failure rate that all startups face, and they have a proven track record that are making money every single month, go away and hit the subscribe button below. Also hit the bell notification so you can be updated when I upload new videos about this every single week. So what is a website due diligence checklist? And basically this is a list of things that you need to check off when you're doing your research, when you're going to buy a website or an online business, to make sure that every single thing is checked off to ensure it's a good investment so you don't just lose a whole lot of time, but a whole lot of money. And it's really important for you to have these, and I want to share with you why to have a checklist, and if you don't, it can end up in failure. So number one reason you need to have a website due diligence checklist is because all professionals use checklists. So why would you go away and try to recreate the wheel when you could copy other professionals from other fields and other areas of life that use checklists? And why do they use checklists? So let me give you an example. Say you're going to jump on a plane and you're going to fly overseas or somewhere domestically. Now, this pilot who's going to fly the plane, they're not just going to jump in the plane, grab it, and just hopefully, pick it up off the ground and then put it back down and you're at your destination safely, right? There's a whole bunch of things that they need to do through a checklist to make sure they've got enough fuel, they've got enough, people on board, everything that is on the meters in front of them are all in the right position. They've got enough like combustion and lift, and the mechanics are done and all that sort of stuff. They need to have this extensive checklist to ensure that nothing bad is going to happen during the flight, right? They need to keep everybody safe. And so they have to jump in the cockpit and they have to go and scroll through this checklist and tick off each thing and make sure everything is checked off before they fly. Otherwise, it could end up in a massive failure. Now, when you go away and buy a website or online business, you're going to be spending money on something and you don't want it to fail. You want to ensure that you can get a return on your investment. So it's really important to have a checklist to ensure that this is done. I've looked at this and that makes sense. I've looked at this and that's checked out as well. I've looked at this one and that makes sense and it's checked out too. So it's really important to have a checklist, because anybody who is a professional in any field uses a checklist to ensure they don't fail. In the comments below, if you've either looked at buying a website or have an online business or have a business at all and you've used a checklist for anything, please let me know what sort of checklist you've used and why it's been so helpful and prevented you from having so much brain fog and congestion and frustration around knowing whether to keep proceeding forwards or if you're going to fail or if it's something's going to succeed for you. So please comment below what sort of checklist you use and what has helped you on your online entrepreneurial journey. So now that you know why you need to have a checklist to ensure that you don't go away and buy something that's a dud and you can check things off as you go, what should be on your checklist? Now there's so many things, and I'm going to start off and share with you a few basic ones, and most importantly, why they should be on your checklist, right? So you should have like a checklist for that the SEO is done, that the marketing is done, that the financials are done, that you've looked at the traffic, and you've also looked at the competition, you've checked out the owner and make sure they check out as well. So it's really important to have all these different types of things on your checklist. Now let me put this in an example for you, right? You want to check the financials to ensure that business is actually making the money it says it's making, and then you're going to get the return that you want from your investment. And the reason being is because you could have a goal that could be, I want to make $500 a month from a business that I purchase. And that goal could be because I want to pay $500 a month, which will allow me to pay for my groceries for the month. Now, say you go away and you look at a business and you look at a few things, and there's one thing on the checklist you forget to check, and that's your financial due diligence. And then you go away and you purchase the business and the owner or the seller says it's making $500 a month. You buy a month in, you look and you go, hang on a second, I only made $200 this month. And then you go away and you do that check that you should have done on the checklist before you bought the business. You do that and you realize, hang on, the average monthly profit from this business is only $200 a month. What happens is you go, oh no, I bought something that I shouldn't have because I didn't do what I needed on my checklist. So you need to ensure that you have done your checklist on every little thing to ensure that you get what you want. Right? Otherwise, you're going to buy something that's going to only allow to cover maybe 2/3 of your groceries of what your actual goal was, which is going to take you almost twice as long, if not longer, to get a full 100% return on your investment back. So there you go. That's why it's super important to have a website due diligence checklist and to go through it before you buy any online business or any website investment at all, because you don't want to go away and end up buying an investment that can end up being a failure. Now, if you guys got a lot of value from this, you should go away and click here or down in the description and watch my next video, which is how doing good due diligence on websites and online businesses can make you more money than the price of the business you purchased itself. So go away, hit the description button. I hope you guys got a lot of value. If you did, please comment below helpful and how this was helpful to you, and I look forward to speaking to you guys soon.